So when I was growing up, the shows that I watched, the movies that I viewed as a child and as a kid were specifically designed for my age, for my level of awareness at the time. These days, I don't know what the fuck kids are really watching, right? And it's up to the parents to really go off of their own discretion on what is being shown to them, to their kids, to their young relatives and their family members, because just because these kids are or these shows are put in the kids sections or they're on channels designated for children no longer means that they are appropriate for these specific demographics. I find that in movies, especially, what is occurring is that these producers of these movies want to have it so it is entertaining not only for the kids, but for the adults and the parents that are watching with their children. And the consequence of this is that children are exposed to references and content that they do not understand and should not understand at their specific age level. So it's disappointing sometimes because, now I have to really watch closely, to the instances of what is being conveyed on these so-called children shows, on these so-called children movies, because there is a lot of, in my opinion, shit on there that is just out of pocket. It is inappropriate. It is not suitable for kids. It should not be in there at all, even if it is a little bit here and there. Look, there should not be even a sliver of a percentage that is not suitable for children. This is a children's program. This is a children's movie, right? So if you have 10% of a movie that is designed to provoke humor in an adult, then what is that going to lead to? It's going to lead to children trying to figure out what the fuck their parents are laughing at. Why is it that I don't understand, but my parents do? And they, with the resources that they have, are going to figure it out very quickly. And this is how kids know too much too quickly. And I think that there has to be more of a gradual demonstration on, these types of subjects, these types of topics. Nowadays it's just kind of forced onto children. It's kind of out in the open. And there is so much information available that kids do not really know how to process it because they're still going through their early stages of development, that the only way in which they interpret it is misconstrued from its real meaning. Because if they're not ready to process it, then how it's translated is perverted. It's not grounded in what it really is. It can only be judged based on their level of understanding at that time. So I don't know what in the world is really taking place. I think that I do, right? But nonetheless, I just encourage everybody to not just place their children or their young family members in front of the TV and leave them unattended without really watching what it is that they're viewing, because you may be surprised when they come later on and say some shit that you never knew they knew about.